How do you folks? 17th of May, 13th visit I think. Yeah, pretty sure it's 13th. Smoker on the go. Whiz down here. I've left it as late as I can because it's quite cool this morning. It's probably about 11:30 now, something like that. But yeah, it was only 12-14 degrees this morning, so just because we've got to check that one for whether they want to swarm or not, I thought I'd leave it as late as I could to get both apiaries in a day. But this queen looks like she's started off again and pollen going in, and they looks like they've sorted themselves out. Like I say, it takes about a week or 2 weeks for them to get their heads around what's going on. Oh, interesting there. I'm not quite sure what's happening there. That might be a queen in that ball. Not quite sure. Dead drone. That's what happens to them when they mate. So we're just going to quickly look at this top tray, I think, just to see if there's any honey we can steal. Holding pen in case this lot want to swarm. There's another little ball of bees there. I don't know what they're doing. Reasonably good noise. So who knows what's happening in there until we open them up. So quick review there, and we'll have to get on with this. I brought a queen marking pen as well, just in case. Yeah, that's basically it. Usual story, so we'll just rattle through these as quick as we can. Off we go with the smoke trick. That's significantly lighter, that super. And so there you go. I had quite a full super of food there, and because it's been cooler and you don't know what's happening in the environment, you're going to probably lose all of it. But that's the deal. Saves you feeding them. Right, so there are a few drones that have got stuck in here the wrong side of the frame. So they can, I'll just knock this on the floor, they can go. Well, some of them can. Some got even decapitated in the urgency to find someone. So if there are any dodgy frames in here, we'll extract them. We've got a laying queen in here. We know there's a queen in here, so we really just need to make sure she is laying and she's marked. Clearly they've got plenty of food there stored. Yeah, nice frame of brood there. Smells lovely in here. Bit of a queen cell there, not quite sure what that's all about. Little cup cell there, nothing in it, thankfully. Another one here. And another one here. So they've had an on-off week in terms of weather, I think, and so when they just get bored and decide they're going to faff around or do something. Nice sort of eggs and brood in there. So yeah, there's some pollen coming in, so they're keeping the nest ticking over. We're heading towards June, which is normally called the June gap because there's very little food around. A lot of folks call it a dearth. But you know, this is quite, there she is. So she's hunting around for somewhere to lay. Nice little queen, nice little nest. We'll let them get on with it quietly, I think. Yeah, they're ticking over nicely. When these when all these babies are born, come on love, this nest will start to get going again. See, there's some empty comb there, which they can lay if they want to, but basically we're just going to leave these as they are. They'll bounce back. Yep, all very good. Lots of bee bread stored. So yeah. That's an Only Fools and Horses lovely jubbly. Quite a pleasure when they're small like this. They don't get jumpy, but you know, the downside is you've got very little honey production because it's a small colony. Although this is reasonably weighty, but it's not horrendous. We'll have a quick look in here for you, see what we can find. Nothing much. Oh, here, look, this bee here dragging a dead drone out. Look at that. Go on, you got to go as well. He's got the wrong side of the queen excluder. Poor old fella. And she's dragging him out. There you go, can you see that? There, gone. There's another drone here, the wrong side. There's quite a few drones on here actually. See, look, they are sealing that off, or capping it is the correct term. I've no idea how all these drones got the wrong side of this queen excluder, but hey, I might leave them a minute with the crown board on. Just here's another one. Come on, mate. What are you lot doing out on the wrong side of everything? How have you got the wrong side? Oh, bit of luck, I did open that. Right, I'm going to leave this door ajar, this roof here, just so they can get out if they want to, while we look at the colony next door. And that's going to do it for them. It's on half magnification. I'm just going to put a tiny bit of smoke at the top here, just because I want to have a look at this top box to see if there's any honey to steal. I don't really want to upset the colony with smoking it too much. I'm going to put the tiniest bit in. And that's nearly ready to go. If you're properly mercenary, you could take that. This is all nearly ready to go. In fact, that one is ready to go. So I will just steal some from these, I think. Right. It's quite a calm colony, so yeah, that's heavy. Another one ready to go there. Blimey. Yeah, definitely there's a lot to go here. So it is a bit of luck we open these up. What's going on in here? Come on mate, you need to go. Right, there is room for manoeuvre there. Yeah, so there's sort of that one can come up. And what we're doing here really is we're just bringing frames up. Yeah, see that is completely, so there's 4 frames there really. I'm going to put this one back in before I forget because they can finish that off. There's 5 frames there, but I'm not going to go too mad. Just find another couple of frames that are on their way to being done. That can be one. There you go. So now we have a top box ready to be sealed over. There's a load of drones in the wrong side of the queen excluder. I've no idea how they got in there. So now we want frames that are nearly done from here to go one further up. And there's one that pretty much is finished. And here's another one. In fact, that is finished. And it's pulled the red button off there. But we'll move it up. All right. I have to say these bees are very calm. So now I'm going to do alternate frames. Like this. So these girls have got something to do while they're waiting for their queen to get going. Two more, don't we? So this is a lot to do for them, but if there is a honey flow or a nectar flow, then that will keep them busy. Right, so that's it. I'm not going any lower than that. Oh, hang on. I took one too many, didn't I? That's got to go back. So there was one, 2, 3, 4. There's one in here that was finished. I forgot to take, and I think it was this one. All right. Yeah, it was that one. I thought that would upset them. Blooming hornet. Did anyone spot that? I didn't see that. That's either a queen wasp or a hornet. I'll have a look in a minute. Struth. That is heavy. Well, they're very calm considering that thing's around. So we're just going to brush these combs off. Right, for that. Right, May, and we've got some springtime honey. That is amazing. Right, what was this then? Yeah, a queen wasp. Can you see it? Oh, there she is. A queen wasp. Well, a deceased queen wasp now. Right. That's it for this colony. Right, so we're going to take this hive to bits, quick smoke trick, and off we go. Struth. That is a heavy hive. So I think we might even be taking a whole box off here, and I'll just have to put a separating board to get them out. I don't know yet. Just going to move this holding pen in case they need to swarm. Which will give me room. That's just giving me room to operate here. That top box is ready to go. Absolutely chopper, I think. And if that one isn't ready, this one definitely is. And that's got that show winning frame in. These girls definitely need room. Right. That bottom one was quite light, thankfully. Where's my sugar? So we're going to have to be fairly brutal in this nest as well. And if there's stored honey, we'll have to take it and put new frames in. And it does feel reasonably full. So, not quite sure why these are so calm all of a sudden. Maybe it's intergalactic something, who knows. So nearly all of that is stored honey. Masses of drones, that could actually go. And I think we will have to get rid of that. It's all honey at the end of the day, but you really don't want to clog your nest box up. So we could put a brand new frame in there. This is a brand new frame which I haven't done anything with, annoyingly. I don't know what quite the matter with that is. See, look at this, what a difference a week. It's really bizarre how they go. Wall to wall frame of brood, all ready to hatch. A few cup cells with nothing in them. You know, a whole week and they're calm as you like. So is it something to do with the stars? Is it something to do with the food supply? Who knows? Or have they swarmed already and we've missed it? It could be one of those things. There's no telling. But if these are queenless, it's remarkable because they are very, very calm. Full frame of brood, or it's because they know all the neighbours are just about ready to have a new swarm, have a new colony. I don't know. I just don't know. So there's 2 new frames in here. I'm not gonna take that frame now because there's 2 new frames in here. They've done nothing with it. Ah, hang on, what's this? No, dry as a bone. Dry as a bone. Weird. There she is. So, I don't know is the answer to that. But I'm not going to worry about it. If they don't want to go, they don't want to go. I'll just give them this food back, I think. Or do I? No, actually, I think I will take it just to be on the safe side. We've seen the queen. So we can safely shake that frame. So we'll just expand the nest a little bit more now, I think. And put this in the middle here somewhere. That'll do. Sorry, mate. So, lucky I didn't order queens in a hurry. I thought there was something wrong with them, and look at them today. Calm as you like. I will just check you can see that. Yeah, you can see it from a distance. Nice frame of brood. I'm not putting it down there as I normally would because there's cobwebs down there, and I'll just get them all in a mood because they'll get stuck to it and let out an alarm call. And because they're so pleasant at the moment, I'm not going to risk it. That's all born and been relayed. Same again there, lots of lovely grubs. I think I might be ordering a queen or two for the other apiary, so we could knock this next nest back, take two splits out of here, so the weather's changed and they have thought about swarming because there are cup cells here, but they're not actually done anything serious about it as yet. See, lots of lovely grubs in there. So they just like this size of nest by the look of it, and she's a new queen from last year, so they're not in an anxious rush to split. You know, it might be that they go next year. But like I was saying, we could quite comfortably come in here, steal steal this whole box if you like, and introduce 2 queens, and then reduce this nest down to 1 box for the remainder of the season. And I might well do that. Yeah, lots of drones. And they're being replaced as well. Another little cup cell there. Nothing in it. So I'm just going to leave that as is again. No point disturbing them unless you have to. And I think we're going to need 1 new queen up at the other apiary at least. So we'll just keep these in reserve. To provide that. Right, ladies, thank you very much for that much more peaceful episode. And that box is quite light, so they are just moving it all up into the supers, which is great. And why would you want to get rid of a queen like that, or a colony like that? Answer, you wouldn't. But what a strange season. I mean, look at all this propolis. They're gumming it all down almost like it's September and it's May. Weird. It is weird this year. The grain boys are having a nightmare with crops. This lot are certainly not having a problem with finding honey or finding nectar, but yeah. Yeah. That's the first of those. Now I'm going to take some of these out and move them up as we go. I'm probably going to take four frames from the third box up. I don't know what to do with these now, everything's in the way. Right, so that's nearly finished, that can go up. Idiot. Right, that can go up as well. Oh, for heaven's sake. Two that have gone over, you idiot. That can go up as well. So. One. Two. Three. I'm just going to do four, I think, with these. One of these back. Right. That was going to be a show winner until I dropped it. What an absolute moron. But look at that monster frame. So I'll have to take that now because it's too big for a start. And I've ruined it. There's one that can go. Another one that can go. So that's 3 definites gone. Definites, and we need 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 definites gone, and then we're going to move the whole top chamber, I think. Right, I'm going to take that whole one off the top. Plus these. Right. So Monday night we'll have to come back and collect this. That is huge. Right, what an operation that was. Right, make a rapid exit before they twig what you've done. That's it, folks.